So hello everyone, welcome back. And this week you thought the last video was busy. Wait until you see what's happening now. But we'll start with this. So we're going to start with pool table stuff. As you know, I've got the cloth now, so I'm getting keen and getting itchy feet. It has, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but there are a few scratches. Oh, which yeah, that's quite a bad one, and there's marks and stuff all over it. You know, I've got to do the joints anyway, but yeah, there are a few bad spots all over it. And this scratch here, which runs from one side to the other, it's not terribly deep, but it's like the hair width. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go over it and just I'll try and fill in. I don't know how well the filler will do the really fine stuff, but I'll try and fill in all the bumps and scratches and do the best we can. You know, there's like here, but this one's the worst scratch. Yeah, there's a pit here. There's other things happening. So you saw me put the sides on these lovely Douglas fir rails for the cloth to come over and staple to here. But what I also need to do is sort of repair these bits, and I'm thinking instead of where they've originally stapled here, as you can see, so in the cloth, it doesn't really matter, it's not on the plain surface, but I just don't like that. So what I'm going to do is make a piece of wood that fits in here on this curve, and the same for the middle pockets. They've been a bit damaged as well. So I'm going to put a piece of wood in here to the same curve, so when I bring the cloth down over it, it'll be at this depth here, yeah, all the way around, so that I can staple the cloth maybe at this level down here, so it's out of the way of the pocket. Because, you know, if we have net pockets, you're going to be putting your hand in to get the balls out, and I just don't like staples being there, so I'll do something to get around that. But let's do some filling first. So I'm going to be using this. It's just ordinary car body filler, basically. They provide a little scraper applicator mixer thing. We'll do a big lump of it first, because you know we've got a lot to do with it. And then this is mixed with a hardener. Don't know if the lid's, yeah, it's fine. So we're going to use like that much, probably way too much. I have to make sure it goes hard. Yeah. It's probably bad timing because Andrea's making poached eggs for breakfast at the minute, so I've no doubt when I get this mixed up and start doing it, they'll be ready. Some of you guys that have used this product will know this. I love the smell of this. It's just great. So we've got this scratch here. We're going to basically just and then I'll sand this off after, so any major excess I get. So it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of this all over the table. And then filling in these joints. I'll just crack on with it and put some music on for you guys.
Maze the emptiness had unfolded, just like a void, but
Okay, so that's the first bit of filling done. Done most of the main areas or the worst bits. So what I'll do is let this dry and then sand it off with probably a 400 grit sandpaper on an orbital sander, and then yeah, go over it again. I've just noticed there's a couple of other little bits that I've missed. A little bit there, maybe a little bit there. Yeah, and then do the whole process again. In the meantime, I'm going to make some of these up. I'll show you fitting some of these, and just a brief explanation now about what's going to go on. So these stairs are sort of in the way. The gym stuff will all be gone, but the stairs are sort of in the way. Yeah, the stairs are, like we said, sort of in the way, but they're not, because what I'm going to do, I've got to remake the stairs, make them narrower, not a problem, and make them properly, because at the moment it's all just temporary. But I'm going to put, at this point here, I'm going to put a hinge, and then these stairs, let me show you, we'll be able to come from this point here and hinge up and clip to the ceiling when it's finished. Yeah, so that'll give us, all this area will be clear all the way around the table. This barbecue, which basically was our kitchen for the first 4 months of being here, something like that, 4 months, maybe 6 months. Done a great job when we had it as a barbecue back in the UK. We no longer need it because we have the bread oven, etc. So I've actually swapped this with a friend of ours, Ian. Thanks Ian, you're a star. Swapped this for 270 concrete blocks. How's that for a deal? So while that's drying, we'll go off and do the next job on the list. Bit of a mixed bag with the weather today. A big fire over there, look, if you can see it. I hope it's just well, it's just had rain, so it can't be like a bushfire. So yeah, big fire though. Yeah, mixed bag of weather, look at it. A few clouds, bit of blue sky. I don't think we're going to have any rain today, and it's supposed to be a fantastic day tomorrow. So next on the agenda is set the blocks out on this. Look, we've had a mole, unbelievable. A mole's come up in the corner here, the corner there, and scooted down underneath the concrete and back up. That's just really... You can see we have a few mole problems. I'll get rid of that soil. Oh bugger. Yeah, I'll get rid of that soil and we'll lay some blocks out. Okay, so there we have it all set out with the concrete blocks. The reason for doing this is it then makes my mistakes become apparent, because we have here 500 block and a half a block, 750 mil there. So this bed's 750 mil, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, which makes it 3 meters long because they're 500 each block. Yeah, but it's not, because the 3 meters to the very edge. So this side 750 here, 500 block for the walkway in the middle, and a little patch of bed there. Yeah, and then this bed, because of where the foundations were, and I didn't allow for that going to the edge, yeah, is now 650 and not 750. We've lost 100 mil the width of this, or width of that block there. Yeah, but it works out that way. Yeah, because I didn't do any plans and all that stuff. So yeah, it all works fine. Just this bed's 4 inches, or 100 mil narrower. So what? So that, yeah, I'll mix up some concrete, get that in. These will be here like this in the base, but when I come up further, I shall incorporate. I shall build it like that. Yeah. So this bed is. How am I going to do it? I need to build this wall up. Maybe I'll just keep that separate anyway. No, I'll build along here, and along here. That's right. Yeah, that's. But I'll leave those there for strength in the base, where you need, where most of the pressure will be. And just as an added note, you saw the mole problems we're having. I will lay, when I lay these blocks, I'm going to lay a sheet or chicken wire mesh all the way along the bottom of this one, well, bottom of all of them, just to stop the moles coming up through in the bottom. Yeah, fancy him doing that. So there we go, that's the first load done. So we've done here, and this bit, and this bit, and I've got to mix up some more to finish this off. But yeah, we're getting there. And then that's all the blocks we have left. So by the time I've finished this row and put a few more blocks on, it'll be I'll be waiting for blocks. But as you know now, I've got 270 coming to swap for the barbecue. So when they arrive, I'll be able to finish this off, and then I shall have a new raised bed. Right in focus. So I just found this poor little thing in the pond drowning, so rescued her and give her time to dry off. She should be okay. Just got one of our friends out here catching some sun. Trying to warm up, mate, innit? Yeah. These are leopard geckos. No, crocodile geckos. Yep, these are crocodile geckos. They're warming up in the sun. Looking like in here we have a little family of paper wasps have moved in, which we don't like them too close to where we're eating and stuff, but here's fine. I left the hole because they were in there last year. They probably got a little nest in the hollows in the blocks inside, so fine, let them be. They're fine. They do a lot of pollinating and eating of flies and stuff, so that's all good. Can get a little angry. It's like a life on earth. Okay everyone, that's as much as I can do on this Sunday morning. It's getting a bit windy, sorry if there's any wind noise. I've put chicken wire in the bottoms of here, and all the way along here. And I built up to 2 blocks high, and now I've run out of cement, so I can't carry on. But yeah, that's it. So that gives you an idea over there, the 3rd block high, of how high they will be when they're finished. mesh in the bottom, so I reckon a couple more mixes and all the block work will be done. Plus, I'm out of blocks. So I should have my barbecue swap blocks coming Tuesday, Wednesday next week, so that'll be great. And then we can crack on and finish it. Keep the wife happy, and as we all know, happy wife, happy life. So that's that layer spread on. I've been doing a bit of fiddling around on the corners as well, making little insert pieces that will fix, little insert pieces that will fix to these two bits. Yeah, I need to put some type of rubberized filler in and a rubberized glue to glue them with, but yeah, this, because of this, isn't sat right to the edge of the slab here, edge of the slate. So yeah, I'm going to make some of them, so then I can bring the felt down over and staple up underneath. I just think it would be much better than stapling here to the face. Anyway, upon doing that and sitting down here at a weird angle, I've just discovered these holes. I don't know if it can see inside. No, it's not right. It's not focusing. Hang on. I could just make it out. Yeah, these holes inside have a metal insert, which is 6mm. So that's sort of good news. I know I've bought a load of 12mm bar to go in these because I thought it was threaded into the slate. Yeah, into the slate here. It's obviously not, because inside here there's a metal insert of 6mm size. So I need 4 lots, 24 bits of thread or bolts to do that now. So that's sort of good in a way, because it'll make it easier if in the future I have to take the cushions off to redo them, which I think I might be doing anyway. So what I'm going to do now is go and see what Angie's doing in the kitchen. What's she cooking up this week, huh? Ooh. Hi baby.
Hi hon.
What are you up to?
Oh, treat time for you. Well, and me.
Treat time?
Yes. Carrot cake.
Awesome.
It's an old recipe that I acquired from over 30 years ago when I used to work in a little sort of cafe, restaurant place. And paper's really yellow.
Wow.
And it was in ounces. That's how old.
I'll put the recipe in the description, so if you want to attempt this alchemy, you can have a go at it.
Well, at the moment it's just eggs and sugar.
Eggs and sugar, okay.
Yeah. And then I've put in a little bit of wholemeal flour just to counteract the sugary bits in it now. Try to make it a bit healthier, but...
Okay.
Lemon juice from our own lemons.
Of course.
Of course. Let's try that. See? Keep stirring. And then we also have fermento.
Which is baking powder.
Baking powder. Because I've got bicarbonate of soda there.
Yeah,
So
it's baking soda.
This is the other one, so it's about half, so a bit of that. Again, I have a recipe, but it's all, as far as I'm concerned, it's a guidance. I'm very much a guidance type of personage. The nice little bit we have here is some ground cinnamon. So that goes in as well. And a little bit of salt. So give that a stir. As you see, it's quite an interesting looking mess at the moment. Right, we now have some olive oil.
Oh, is that our own extra virgin olive oil?
It is indeed.
Ah.
So that's like the fat in this recipe.
What could you use instead of olive oil?
Butter.
Oh, like butter, margarine, if you wanted to.
And obviously, because of the type of cake it is.
Oh, a carrot cake. Has real carrots in it.
No.
Is that grated cheese?
No, it's not grated cheese, it's actually carrots. Again, this comes together really quickly, which is brilliant. And I also have some walnuts. You always have to chop up a few extra walnuts because they taste really nice. And again, I probably put in a few more walnuts than the recipe calls for, but I also put some on the top for decoration as well. So there we have, look at that, a mixture, which now goes in my pre-prepared.
Wow, it's like being on Blue Peter.
And unlike all the TV chefs, I'm not going to just chuck this bowl to one side. Everything has to come out. I never understand how they can leave half the ingredients behind in a bowl.
Which slating TV chefs?
Well, it's true though. They always, you know, there's always like the empty bowl isn't empty. There's always like, oh God, I see there needs a good, you know, scrape. There's another at least half a cake left in there, or buns or biscuit mixes or something.
Probably why they're on TV and we're on YouTube.
Yeah, probably. And also they probably have others that can do all the washing up for them. So it's, you know, that's a lot easier to wash up.
Bit on the outside, bit on the outside, bit on the outside.
It's like, oh, look at that. That's half a mouthful. Right, oven's warming up. I always put, especially there's something like this, because it's a loose bottomed tin.
Oh, Nigella. Sorry.
So I always put it on a little tray just in case, even though it's lined and stuff, but and that pops in the oven. I don't know if you want to see me popping it in the oven.
For how long?
I don't know till it's ready. There you go, my little booty. We'll see that in about, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. Just give it a quick check.
So here we are, moment of truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
A few minutes later.
A few minutes later. Ooh, that's right. I'll just get me stabby thing.
Stabby thing?
Yeah, you have to poke it, and it's come out clean, so it's done.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Otherwise, if it's not done, it'll all stick to the skewer. So
there you go.
end up with. Right, let's get this on a rack to cool for a bit. So it's all a bit. See, that's hot.
Oh, it's like baking and juggling.
It certainly is.
Cool. video. Well, that's lucky. Turned out all right.
I know. Phew. Right, next bit I do is, while that's cooling, I can make the cream cheese frosting, which is lovely.
Really?
Yes.
You can do that now?
I'll do it, like I say, I'll leave that for a little
Cool.
bit, and then got the ingredients here, so I can do that in a minute.
So I've done all the corner and the middle pockets with these timber inserts. With these timber inserts, as you can see here. And I've filled in any gaps with mastic, just so like when you put your hand in the pocket to get the ball out, possibly if I use nets, there won't be any voids in behind, and it just makes it a bit more solid. And it also means I can bring the felt or the cloth over the top and then staple it underneath instead of stapling into the face of it. I think it's just a better way of doing it, in my opinion anyway. So I've done all 6 pockets, one way or another, and any timber damage I've just put this mastic in, which is Sikaflex, so it will like be there forever. So there we go. So the next thing now is to sand off all the rest of the filler, the extra filler I've put on top. Maybe check it, give it another coat, and then we can put the cloth on.
I'm doing the topping now, so I've just melted some butter. Because it's easier if it's melted. So some vanilla essence. And it has to be full fat cream cheese. I don't know if there is a vegetarian or vegan alternative, but it says this isn't that way friendly. So
Either.
So on a 200 gram tub, I normally use about half, or maybe a bit more, depends how much. Again, like I said, I'm very vague on my measurements. So I'm just going to mix that together. She says, squidging around a bit. It looks a bit curdly, but will magic will happen in a moment. Right, a bit of icing sugar now.
How much? A bit.
Well, like I said, there's quantities in the recipe, but like I said, because I put it in until it makes a nice sort of cream cheesy frosting. As you can see, this is again another really healthy recipe that we're doing here.
Lots of sugar, great.
Yeah.
The spice of life.
So. It does get better. It doesn't continue to look lumpy all the time. So that's all nicely mixed in. Not a bad looking little cake, even if I do say so myself.
So this will go like slightly.
Excuse me, Gilmore.
What the hell? It goes like slightly crunchy, or not crunchy. Gets a crust on, doesn't it?
Sort of.
A little
yeah.
tiny little bit.
I mean, if I sort of run it over the edges. This is where I need one of those cake, you know, the like.
Oh, the yeah, the rotatey thing.
Yeah. Can't have too much of this.
What's that there?
Are you really, Saunders?
Oh God, that's lovely.
Well, I don't know if you're going to have any cake now, if you've been stealing the frosting. as well.
Sorry.
What? Did you not nick in that? God. Very naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't got enough.
Oh well.
Right, and now I should just get some. Little lip smacking noises going on in the background.
Of course, that'll harden up when the butter, because it's butter, it'll go harder, won't it?
Yeah, a little bit. But it really makes it nice to eat. You're not licking this.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah. Honestly. Right, I'll just get some of the little walnut bits in there. Move this away from you.
Walnuts.
Mm-hmm. Just to make it try to look a little bit prettier-ish. Ta-da! See, occasionally I do a cake.
You should do one every day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Right, if I leave that there a minute. Let me put that back on top.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
Close up.
Ooh.
Okay, here's the moment of truth. Yeah, what's that like?
Well, that's your bit.
And these guys are, this is a present from our neighbours who've given us loads of bread and cake stuff.
Because obviously Nick was starving.
Because they thought I looked emaciated, to be honest. Bread and cake stuff, because today is some cooking day or something in Portugal. But our lovely neighbours, Jose and his wife Alzira, brought these over, these gifts for us, because they're lovely, beautiful people. And yeah, awesome. And we'd like to take them over some carrot cake, but they're gone now, so we'll have to eat it ourselves.
Oh, shame.
Okay, that's nearly it, guys. It's raining, as you can see. Bit of a change in the weather. Rain here for us is just fantastic. It's the complete opposite to being in the UK, where everyone hates the rain. Here we love the rain. Just like to say a big thank you to Louise Wheeler, who brought us. She came, one of our subscribers. She came to ask for some advice and stuff. She's going to buy a property fairly nearby, I hope. I think so. She's brought us an apple, a pear, and a plum tree. So thanks, Louise. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Louise.
Yeah,
brilliant.
And a big thank you to Jean Godding, who gave us some money on Buy Me a Coffee. We bought our first beautiful magnolia tree. We love magnolias here. So our first one on the farm. We're going to get a load more with the money that you donated to us. But this one, we haven't decided where it's going to go yet, but it's going to go somewhere. And I'm getting soaking wet. So that'll be it, guys. Thanks, Jean.
Thank you.
On that note, here in the rain, getting wet.
But it's lovely.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, don't forget, ring that little notification bell.
Ding, ding.
And see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.